Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rita Agbi, and if this is your first time coming across this page, make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell so when I upload new videos, and like the content if you enjoy it. And to all my returning subscribers, welcome. Today I have something juicy for you. I'm going to be telling you guys the things that I did to kick out menstrual pain forever. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I have been able to pick a thing or two from diets and just how things work for my body. So I'm going to be telling you some of these things and some of the changes that I made and as I'm still doing that actually have made me not to experience menstrual pain for the longest time. So let's get right into it, because I know you're itching to know. This is something that a lot of females struggle with, but it's something that is avoidable. It's something that you can actually handle for the most part, except if it's a very serious medical condition. So you can go from this to this in an instant. The first thing that I do to prevent menstrual pain is I avoid foods that give gas. I observed that anytime that I was having very severe menstrual pain, that I would feel a little bit better after I was able to fart. I know you guys don't like to say such things, we're tush ladies here, but yeah, after I fart or I'm able to use the toilet. So naturally I'm somebody that is more often than not constipated, and so I had a lot of stuff just in my system most of the time, and then I didn't used to fart often as well. If you're eating healthy, you won't naturally just be farting anyhow anyways, but then when you fart, it's a sign that you're letting go of gas. So where I was heading to is that when I used to have menstrual pain, I realized that anytime that I was able to use the toilet or fart, it got a little bit better. So from that, I learned that I should avoid the things that cause gas or bloating, like eggs, beans, and anything that will naturally constipate me, like bread and snacks that are made of dough. So the reason why bread and some of these snacks will actually affect your digestion is during such a time is because those things now contain other bloating elements like milk. They have yeast. These little things added to the bread dough actually increase the probability of having gas, and that is when I learned to make pancakes without putting milk or eggs in it, because I realized that if I eat even the wheat without the milk and the eggs, then it made my life easier. And even if you indulge in those things within the month, I think that if you can avoid them a week or few days heading to, like, if you do your best to decongest your system, then it will make your life easier. So if you're even living like that throughout the month, imagine what it will do to you. Your life is just going to be sweet, in it, easy peasy. So I have spoken about the constipation and some of the things to avoid, but now there are other things you can do to also now aid and speed up your digestive process. If you have a proper detox plan from any nutritionist, this is the time that you should use it. The aim is to make sure that your stomach is a bit more decongested as you get closer to your period dates. So you have to watch your period dates as well. For those who are just nonchalant and say, oh, I live safe, I watch your period dates. And the second thing that I noticed was the cramps come with a lot of waist pain for me. So in the past 2 weeks to my period, I will start experiencing severe waist pain. However, as I get closer to my period date, I begin to do some stretches like these ones that I'm going to show you now to help ease my waist. And the stretches also help with digestion because of the process of breathing in and breathing out. So you can also go ahead to do your research on this, because of course, as I have said before, I am not a doctor, but these are things that have worked for me. Another thing I also noticed with my painful periods, or before I even get to my period date, is thirst. So I used to feel very thirsty a lot of times, and I didn't observe, but one day I just thought, oh, I think this is consistent with when my period is coming closer. So let me research on it, and I found out that you could actually get really thirsty when you're getting closer to your period dates. And this has to do with the release of hormones. It makes you thirsty. It affects and distorts processes in your body. So don't hold back on indulging in the water. You say, oh, I've taken too much water, I should stop. No. Drink the water, make sure that you are hydrated, because that hydration also helps strengthen your body, and water also helps with your digestion, of course. And make sure to drink water as often as you are thirsty. So another thing that I like to do is to eat a lot of fruit. And if you're somebody that is lactose intolerant, you'd want to keep away from things like apples and pineapples. I've heard it from a few good sources that anytime they eat things like apples and pineapples, they actually get bloated. And now what a lot of people don't know is that the older you get, you might naturally get lactose intolerant, and that is why a lot of adults are not advised to indulge in things like milk in the quantity and the magnitude that they were taking it as children. So if you take a lot of milk as an adult, you take a lot of things that could cause bloating, you should cut back on them. Even if you're not naturally lactose intolerant to a point where it affects your daily life, when you eat things that cause bloating, they will bloat you. So eat a lot of fruit, vegetables. That this is the time for Nigerians, for you to eat your vegetable soup, for you to eat your egusi with vegetables sprinkled on it, for you to eat your garden eggs, for you to eat your carrots. Just make sure that you have vegetables in the meals that you're eating, and it will go a long way. If there are any more things that I want to add, I'll probably do a follow-up video on that, but for now, that is what I do to help with my period cramps. And yes, make use of the apps that track your periods, because some of them actually have very good analysis, and they give you advice. They show you some of the things that you can do to help you control your period cramp. If you're someone like me, these might work for you verbatim, but if you're a bit different, you might have to vary some of these things. So make sure to try and do your own research as well to further solidify some of these things that I have said and see how it works for you. So that's it for today. I hope that this content was useful to you. I hope that you also get to experience periods without pain. So see you in my next one. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hit the notification bells to know when I upload new videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Rita signing out. Peace.